Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to the post-game conference after the Leafs beat the Red Wings in their final season finale, 4-1. I'm not going to take you to the post-game. Just remember, Sunday, game one of round one between the Battle of Ontario, the Maple Leafs, and the Ottawa Senators goes this Sunday at 7 p.m. And I'll have highlights for you at midnight. Enjoy the playoffs. And now I'm going to take you to the post game. Enjoy.
Last team, 5 straight wins going into the playoffs. What do you like the most about where the team's at going into game one?
Yeah, I mean, I think tonight, obviously, you don't need to belabor it. Proud of the way we battled back and kind of found our game there in the third period. And, you want to be ending off the regular season on a good note here. And, I think that's what we did. I think, a lot of good things heading into the postseason here. And just got to get prepared and ready for what's next here.
You say you don't want to belabor it. You get on the board again tonight. Feels like your line is kind of where you want it to be. How do you feel about where you guys are at going into the playoffs as a line?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I think we've had a good stretch over the last couple of weeks. I just think the style of play that we've been playing is suitable, for the postseason, just being direct, making sure that we're, forechecking well, taking care of the pucks when we have to, and just doing the right things in both ends. So, I think a lot of positivity moving forward here. And like I said, I just got to get prepared, get the mindset in the right space to, obviously compete. It's going to be a hard series.
Awesome. Looking ahead, what excites you the most about this group, this version of this group, as you guys head into the best part of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just exciting. You go through 82 games, lots of ups, lots of downs. Just try to find your footing at times. But, I just like the way that we've responded when we've had adversity. I think it's inevitable that throughout the season you're going to have those moments. And I think the way that we've responded has been really great. And, it's taken all 20 guys in the room some nights. The guys leading the way, goaltending, stuff like that. I mean, that's what you need to win, in big games and big moments. So I think there's a lot of good things, and we just want to continue with that momentum.
What did you think of Phil Myers' goals?
You talked a little bit about how the style has changed. Can you talk a little bit about the footprint that Chief has left on this team this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're playing, much more direct. I wouldn't say like the style's changed dramatically, but I definitely think there's certain areas and certain parts of the game that we've keyed on and tried to be better in, and they've made more of an emphasis on. And so just playing more direct, physical, obviously, with personnel changes. Sometimes the style of play changes a little bit too, but I think all in all, I mean, it's pretty positive. Like I said, lots of ups and downs during the season, but earning the division here and putting ourselves in a good spot and having a good last couple of weeks. I mean, we just want to continue to build that momentum. I think a lot of guys are playing with a lot of good confidence right now, goaltending, everything. So you need everything to be clicking this time of year.
What did you think of Phil Myers' goal tonight?
It's really nice. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, he kept saying every once a year he'd pull something like that out. So he waited until game 82, but it was really nice.
What excites you've seen the Battle of Ontario in the regular season? What excites you about it in the playoffs? I'm sure you've been told about the history, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you see clips and videos and stuff like that, obviously. I mean, the Battle of Ontario, I think, kind of speaks for itself. It's been a long time, and, two very proud cities, proud franchises. So, I think we know what we're in for. It's going to be a tough series. It's going to be a hard series. And, we just got to mentally, physically prepare for that. And, like I said, I got a couple of days here to rest and prepare for what's to come here.
You said you have one of those that you pull out every year, and you waited for game 82. How'd that feel?
Yeah, once a year. Obviously, it felt really good, and I'll take it. I don't even know what happened there, but it's nice to see that one go in for sure.
What do you remember about the play?
Yeah, I don't know. A little shake and bake, and that's it.
What's it mean to get a goal like that heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, obviously, it feels really good to see that one go in. Help the confidence a little bit going into playoffs, and I haven't watched it yet, but just focusing on playoffs right now, and I'm excited. So I'll take it.
What's the challenge? What's the challenge the Ottawa Senators present?
Obviously, it's going to be a really physical series, and just looking forward to going to war here.
What was the approach tonight? It's kind of a weird game. Game doesn't matter to either team. Like, what was the sort of mindset coming into tonight?
Yeah, I think obviously it wasn't the start that we wanted, especially the second period there, and second intermission we were like, hey, let's try to get our game together going into playoffs here, and just try to play the right way in the third, and ended up tying the game with a second left there and winning the game. So it feels good.
What stands out to you about the Battle of Ontario rivalry?
Yeah, just two good teams going at it, and it's going to be a hard-fought series, and they got a really good team over there, and like I said, it's going to be physical, and it's going to be a war out there.
What do you like about how the team's playing down the stretch? 5 straight wins, going into this 13-2-1 run. Like, what are you sensing from this group?
Yeah, I think we just got a really good group of guys in here. Got a hard-working team, got a lot of grit, and I think it's nice to see our game coming together going into playoffs. And obviously the regular season doesn't matter now, so we got to turn the page and get ready to go.
It's been a while since the trade deadline, but what have you noticed about Scott Laughton's game, especially with the goal tonight?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Obviously, I had the privilege of playing with him in Philly as well, and he's a glue guy, great guy in the room, and his game's really been coming along here in the past stretch, and it's nice to see, and it's a privilege to play with him.
I guess.
How'd that feel to get a big goal at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Fun stuff starts now. So, just I think we had a good season and start to prepare for Ottawa now.
What was it like to play in this game? Kind of a weird one.
Yeah, I mean, sort of definitely weird. I mean, played in these games before, but just trying to feel it out. And I mean, you see what happens in Dallas last night, and Robertson got hurt, and you don't want any of your key guys to get hurt. So I mean, our first and third period were good. We stunk in the second, but somehow got the win, and that's all that matters.
Chris, how much fun did you have playing in those Battle of Albertas, and how do you think this is going to kind of different cities, different teams, but kind of replicate it?
Yeah, great time, big games, fun games. Province was loud, and people were vocal, fans on both sides, and those are series that they're fun, they're hard. Every little thing matters, and that's what's going to come up here for us.
What was your reaction to Philly?
Amazing. It's a highlight of the night for sure. Wherever TSN is.
You'll be on there. Don't worry.
Should be number one, I think.
1v1. What do you like about it? I mean, the team, even in a game like this, finds a way to win. 5 straight going into playoffs, 13-2-1 run. But what do you like the most about how this group is operating towards the biggest games?
Yeah, I think everyone's bought into how we want to play. Obviously, tonight, as I said, it was a little bit of a weird game, and both teams, I think they haven't had the year they wanted over there, so I'm sure they're waiting to get home. But now it's time for us to, as I said, get down to business and start preparing for Ottawa. And we know how good of a team they are. We know how hard they play. We know how well coached they are. So they're a very structured team that does all the right things, does the little things to win games, and that's why they've had a successful year to this part of the year. So we need to sort of get our game plan going tomorrow and start to build that.
You experienced what playoff hockey was like in this city when you were growing up as a kid. What do you think it's going to be like now as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Mecca of hockey, right? So you always see the Maple Leaf Square, and you see all the fans around the city. I think there's always going to be a buzz around the city. People are excited, and even more so that we're playing Ottawa. I think I don't know when the last time the last Battle of Ontario was, but as I said, it's going to be fun, and start to tomorrow we start to prepare for them.
A few guys without helmets in warm up. Did you have to put in a special request, or how did that come about?
Yeah, put some money on the board and went on the ice. So that's about it.
Scott, how'd that feel?
Yeah, it was nice. I think to get out in overtime and I don't know, end the season on a high note, I think is big, and found a way to come back. Tanny scores a big one, and we found a way. So now the real fun starts, and it's exciting to get some rest here and get prepared for a really good series.
5 straight wins at the end of the regular season. What does that say about this team heading into the postseason?
Yeah, we found ways, I think, at the right time, and our goalies have been big. Guys have stepped up on D when there's been some key injuries, and we've just found a way to keep plugging through. I feel like we've kind of been on the road the last part of the year here, so we've found a way, and you're going to need that in the playoffs is finding a way in a tight game, so it's good.
What are your Battle of Ontario memories like?
Yeah, I watched the highlight pack yesterday, so I remember watching guys like Darcy Tucker, Shane Corson, and all those guys. I think that was kind of my era of hockey, and I thought it was the best era of hockey. It was amazing. So really excited to get going here and be a part of it.
Do you remember about what the city's like come playoff time growing up?
Yeah, and even the last couple of years, I guess, coming home pretty early after the season, so you're always seeing it, and you see the buzz and how much people care here, and that's what you want in a franchise and to go to battle for. So it's an exciting time. I haven't played playoff hockey in a while, and this is big for me, so I'm really excited.
What was your reaction to Phillips' goal tonight?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I told him I was open back door, but it was really nice to see him score. I had a front row seat for it, so it was awesome to see him get on the board. He's been playing some good hockey for us, stepped up in key situations, and played some crucial minutes for us, so happy for him.
What do you see from Ottawa, a team that's gone through a long rebuild but has sort of figured it out this season with a young core?
Yeah, exactly that. I think the trade they made for Cousins, hard-nosed player. They have guys pretty good depth throughout their lineup, and some young D that can move the puck, and picking up Allmark obviously I think helps them. So we're going to have to be strong structurally and make them turn every chance we get, and turn it into a little bit of a defensive zone for them, and make them work for their ice. Yeah, excited to get going here.
You guys were down 3-1 in the third period. Last game doesn't matter really to most teams. You could have thrown in the towel and nobody would have really blinked, but you guys didn't. What's that say?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit of a weird game when you're playing. I don't know. It's different. It's different out there. You see it usually. You probably wouldn't see me out there second shift of overtime, so that kind of explains it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's different, but exactly like you said, we score with, I think it was a second left, and we found a way.
You lobby for that one, that shift in overtime?
Well, I let them know that I was ready. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's say about your team, you could have thrown in the towel down 3-1 and meaningless game maybe 2.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our first period was fine, considering the game and the situation, and second period kind of just got a little loose and sloppy, and I thought our guys brought it back to earth in the third and just played the right way, a little more direct, and we were fortunate to get that tying goal, and so I was happy for Tanny, and ended up winning an OT. The guys, it was good. I mean, I thought that considering the situation, guys did what they had to do, and we won the game, which is good.
What did you think of Robert Gordon-Meyer's goal there in the third period?
That might be the goal of the year. I gotta go back and look at it, but I wasn't sure who it was for a while watching it. It was a hell of a goal. I mean, a hell of a goal. I mean, great for him. You know, I'm happy for him. Nice to see him be able to get one and do what he did.
It's a strange game for players. What is it like for a coach when there's just nothing on the line?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's more hard for the players, I'd say, than the coach. I understand and know what's going to happen before it happens. It's just one of those things. You hope you come out of it and you're all good, clean.
What's that do for
As far as I know. Pardon me?
What's that do for Lawton to score?
Well, I think before, if you go back to 3 games now, I think he's really come around for us. You know, I thought in Buffalo he was excellent, but before that he was even playing good hockey. Got some chemistry going with those guys. Starting to feel a lot more comfortable. I was happy for him to get that goal in OT. Obviously, anybody can. You score a goal, you feel good about yourself. So, but it's not the goal so much. It's just how he's playing the game.
Dan have said that now it's time to get down to business. But what do you like the way the team has finished here? 13 wins in 60 games.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want to be playing. I said it before. It's nice to play good hockey down the stretch for sure. You know, I think guys were really focused and, you know, wanted to get that division title. I think that was, you know, it's an important thing. I think it's it's a pretty big deal. And, you know, I thought that we really played well as a team this last little stretch, like doing the right things without the puck, and everybody dialed in and bought into what we want to do.
A few guys went without a helmet in warm-up. I guess some money was put on the board. Do they run that by you before?
What? They
went without a helmet in warm-up?
Oh.
A few guys.
I have no clue because I don't watch warm-up really, so I didn't know what was going on. And what was the money for?
I don't know.
It was about money, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, excuse me, I'm not sure on that one.
How do you, next 2 days, how do you plan to spend those?
Yeah, we'll get together tomorrow with the team and spend some time on Ottawa, and you know, it'll be a optional skate, or you know, and then Saturday we'll spend some time on Ottawa, a little more in depth on things with Ottawa, and practice and get ready for the game. But it's about us. It's, you know, I get Ottawa's a real good team, and it's going to be a battle, and they do what they do, but we'll look at that stuff. But it really boils down to our team and the commitment and the battle we'll need.
He said he let the coaching staff know he was ready to go out in overtime. Was that like he put his hand up? Did you look to him, or how did that process work?
Well, I just kind of went with some guys that normally don't get out in overtime in that situation, so that's what I went with. I thought, you know, I started with Holmberg. I thought Homer had a good, really strong game, and you know, was hanging on the pucks, winning face-offs. It was the only draw you lost tonight was in overtime, and you know, so then like same thing with Lots. You know, I thought them guys played solid game and deserved to get out there.